I have a genetic disease that causes memory decline. Can only say goodbye to family for half a month when I got home. It just happens to be my sister, Sophia's birthday. I told my parents about my illness. They believed that I was deliberately pretending to be sick in order to attract everyone's attention. I told Liam about this matter. He feels that I always seem to want to ruin the things that matter to Sophia. My parents don't care about me very much. The person I like doesn't seem to care about me much either. So, at the younger sister's birthday party, I did some impulsive things to Liam. Afterward, he accused me of being shameless, actually trying to attract other men at my sister's birthday party. Later, I tried to make myself forget him, but he couldn't stand it any longer. There is still half a month left. Will I forget the experiences of the past 7 years? I found memories from about 2 years ago disappear every 5 days. If I could lighten my mood a bit, it may alleviate such symptoms. Dr. Johnson looked at the medical record, frowned. I gazed at the fiery red maple leaves outside the window. Some days, 7 years. It just happened to be the year I fell in love with Liam. It feels like fate wants me to put an end to this. So, I have organized the items in the hospital room, boarded the flight home. When opening the door to the house, I saw a family gathered around the table having a meal. Mom and Dad are serving food to Sophia. Liam smiled kindly beside him. The atmosphere among everyone looks very good. But as soon as I came back, the atmosphere changed immediately. My dad frowned. My mother also slightly pursed her lips. Liam's gaze was even colder, making people feel uncomfortable. Only Sophia wore a friendly smile, said happily, "Sister, you finally came back." This sentence was like igniting a powder keg of conflict between me and my family. Dad angrily put down the bowl. "Go home. You actually still remember that you have a home. I don't go home every day. Have fun outside. Is there still a place for me as a father and for this family in your heart?" At first, my father spoke a lot as if he were reprimanding me. I have become accustomed to this attitude. Actually, when I ran away from home, it no longer matters to them. This time, I just want to put an end to it all. I didn't say anything, but the father was still very angry. Suddenly shouted, "Emma, you get out." My mom held back her anger and came to the door, pushed me. "I was advised to go out and take a break first," she said. "Emma, your dad has a bad temper. Don't provoke him. Aren't you fond of going out to play? Mom gives you money, go ahead." She spoke. He took out a bank card from his pocket and handed it to me. Absolutely no patience. When Sophia loses her temper, they always took great care to comfort her. Either I get hit, either be scolded. Sometimes I really doubt if I am actually related by blood. However, I learned it from familiar relatives. Sophia is the one who was adopted. The father was furious. The mother is eccentric. Liam looked at me with reproachful eyes. There was also the one who kept persuading at the beginning, Sophia, who made things worse. In an instant, I felt a sense of relief. Perhaps the problem lies not in the disappearance of memory. It's not because of illness. What I actually want is to forget certain things. As soon as I entered, I remained silent, finally couldn't hold back and spoke up. "I am sick." Everyone's reactions are different at that moment. Liam said coldly, "Emma, have you had enough of causing trouble? Sophia's birthday is in 10 days. You chose to come back at this time, saying that one is sick. What does it mean? Do you want to destroy everything she cares about?" My parents suddenly realized this. After all, I previously tried to draw everyone's attention, did many extreme things. I even considered suicide. In the end, I had no choice but to run away from home. "Emma, you disappoint me too much. Mom just hopes that you and Sophia can get along peacefully. Is it that difficult?" My mother coldly pushed me outside. Then she closed the door firmly. An ordinary door. It makes me feel like I'm trapped under a heavy mountain, gasping for breath. I took out my phone and made a call. "Dr. Johnson, my illness, it seems like it never gets better." Dr. Johnson arrived soon. I saw myself shivering with cold in the hallway while holding my luggage. He immediately draped the coat over me. "Emma, why are you so foolish? I can't go back home. Let's go to the hotel. Staying here will freeze you." I lifted my head. Tears blurred my vision. Silently watching Dr. Johnson, am I dead? Will they care about me? Actually, it won't be. "Emma, first, listen to me. Let's go to the hotel. I can't hold on much longer. No matter what Dr. Johnson says, it is useless." Finally, he had no choice but to take out the sedative from his bag and give it to me. When consciousness is blurred, I caught Dr. Johnson speaking in a low voice. "Emma, go to sleep. Waking up can help forget these worries." When I wake up, found myself in a hotel, As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw Dr. Johnson looking very tired. It feels just like when I was sick before. Every time I wake up, he is by my side. Awake, I moved slightly. Dr. Johnson immediately noticed it. He ladled out hot porridge from the thermos nearby, then placed the porridge on the coffee table. Go wash up. The porridge will not be good if it gets cold. I nodded. When I came out of the bathroom, Dr. Johnson has already prepared the dishes and utensils and handed me the chopsticks. He said he didn't know what I liked to eat. I specifically asked the private chef to make some porridge. They also care about whether I have any discomfort. I shook my head silently. Dr. Johnson did not mention the embarrassment I experienced yesterday, just like when I went to see a doctor before. He only cares about my emotions and well-being. It makes me feel very comfortable. However, I only had a mouth of porridge. The door of the hotel was knocked. Dr. Johnson was the first to stand up. Open the door. Suddenly, a woman's scream pierced the air. Then something fell heavily to the ground. Although I was scared and instinctively hugged myself. But thinking about Dr. Johnson, who just went out, I still made an effort to walk towards the door. When I reached the entrance, I saw a scene of devastation. Dr. Johnson fell to the ground. Blood was trickling from the corner of the mouth. There is no doubt. It was angry Liam at the door who made a move. Sophia was protected by Liam behind him. It seems very safe. I quickly walked over, helped Dr. Johnson up. A cold voice from behind came from Liam. Emma, is this what you call being sick? Being ill and staying in a hotel with another man while disheveled? Why are you in such a hurry? Liam's misunderstanding hurts me, but I don't want them to have a bad impression of Dr. Johnson. I explained coldly. He is just my attending physician. However, Liam did not believe what I said. He looked at me and Dr. Johnson with mockery. Why would the attending physician want to arrange a room for the patient's treatment? Is your hospital really capable? The usually gentle and refined Liam seems to have changed into a different person. The words were very harsh, burning with anger, like a ferocious beast that could erupt at any moment. I find his attitude very offensive. After all, at the beginning, his tenderness was only for me. What right do you have to control me? Husband or brother-in-law? I looked back and forth between Liam and Sophia. At this moment, Sophia, who was hiding in the back, finally decided to come out. She explained softly, "Sister, you misunderstood. I called Liam over. In fact, I want to invite you to my birthday party, and you also know. Liam's wife is you." Finished speaking. Tears glistened in her eyes. It looks very wronged. His wife is me. Since getting married, he has never fulfilled his responsibilities as a husband. I rebutted coldly. Indeed, before Sophia appeared, Liam liked me before, but ever since Sophia arrived, his warmth was shared by her. I don't believe that a man who truly loves me would give his care to another woman. Moreover, he has always known that I don't like this sister, Sophia. Why say these things to her? The Emma that I liked passed away 5 years ago. Liam's expression shifted from anger to indifference. It was as if a switch had been triggered. I also began to ponder. 5 years ago, Liam and I were so in love, but because of Sophia's appearance, we had a complete falling out at the wedding venue. They became a couple that existed only in name. Sophia seemed to have thought of something frightening. Her expression instantly panicked. She tightly grabbed the fabric of Liam's clothing behind him. The voice trembled as it spoke. "Brother Liam, don't let my argument with my sister affect you. I am really fine. It's done." Sophia raised her hand. Shake Liam's back hard. The loose cuffs slipped down. She revealed large burns on her arm. Dr. Johnson's gaze immediately fell on her arm. Sophia discovered it. Let out a cry of surprise. "Sigh, don't look at me." She squatted on the ground, like a fish lacking water, gasping, continuously speaking. "I'm sorry, sister, I'm sorry." Then she fainted in Liam's arms. Liam was very angry to see this scene, want to scold loudly, but there are concerns that this might frighten the unconscious Sophia. Finally, he had a sullen expression. "Pick up Sophia. Show Dr. Johnson the arm that was burned after she was injured," he said, "whether you are Emma's doctor or her lover. The scar was caused when she locked her sister in the dressing room on the day of the wedding. Such a person does not deserve your love. It's not worth saving either. And I am her nominal husband. If you don't want to see me in court, just don't go near her." Liam didn't look at me even once in the end. He hurriedly walked away holding Sophia. After they completely disappeared, Dr. Johnson looked at me with concern. "Say, Emma, you have been wronged. Dr. Johnson is an expert in psychology and genetics." He could tell at a glance that Sophia's reaction was off. There are no fire or hazardous materials on site, but her reaction seemed quite excessive. Such a coincidence. I have gotten used to it over the years. Everyone is blaming me, restrict me. They didn't consider it at all. The fire was not set by me. It's just that all the evidence points to me. I lowered my head and spoke softly. Dr. Johnson, I'm really sorry. Let them misunderstand you. Dr. Johnson gently rubbed my head. Then I tidied up the mess in the entrance. Next, he walked over to the coffee table, pour out the cooled porridge. Then she scooped a bowl of fresh food from the thermos and handed it to me. I am your attending physician. Take responsibility for your physical and mental health. This injury is just a minor accident. Hurry up and eat. Otherwise, the porridge will get cold. I saw the bruise at the corner of his mouth, holding back tears, eating porridge silently. 3 days later, I experienced the disappearance of my first memory, back to the moment of disliking Liam the most. Dr. Johnson asked me if I was feeling unwell anywhere. I shook my head silently. I just want to rush into Liam's house and ask him why he doesn't believe me. I clearly remember the scene of the wedding. He took off his suit, hold Sophia tightly. The voice roared loudly, Emma, if something happens to Sophia, I will never spare you. At that time, he rushed into the fire scene to save Sophia. I discovered that the ring I intended to use for my proposal had been burned. The heart-shaped diamond and the blackened ring seemed to mock our once-cherished promise. Appears so weak. I have never considered Sophia as family, even though my parents always taught me to do this. Before marriage, I also told Liam that I have a pet sister at home. In fact, I really don't like her. At that time, Liam listened to me. Smiling, he comforted me. It's nothing. After we get married, we can ignore her together. Okay, at the wedding venue, Sophia is wearing a beautiful dress. Excitedly ran into Liam's arms, shouting, Brother Liam, is it you, Sophia? They were all very surprised. Only then did I understand that Liam was the same as Sophia. They are all the children adopted by Liam's family. At that moment, Liam remembered that I had mentioned I never liked the adopted girl in the family. After a brief chat with Sophia, he pulled me into the dressing room. Emma, I think you may have some misunderstandings about Sophia. He began to speak. I grew up in the same orphanage as her. She has been in poor health since childhood. It is simply impossible to steal anything. Not even an ant has stepped on it. Liam's attitude makes me a bit nervous. After all, this kind of scene often unfolds at home. Sophia needs the care and love of others because she has no parents. I have parents, have one's own home. You shouldn't argue with Sophia about anything. She clearly barged into my house, stole my belongings. I said to Liam, I can only choose one between Sophia and me. My eyes are red. Liam's eyes widened in surprise after hearing this. It feels like being blamed. Then he took my hand. All right, Emma. There must be a misunderstanding between you and Sophia. I will clear up your misunderstandings. You can make up. How is it? I struggled to shake off his hand. Picked up the engagement ring from the table. Turn around and leave. Out of the church. I threw the ring harshly into the flower bushes. Ran out. When my parents persuaded me to go back to church, the previous scene has appeared again. Liam held the unconscious Sophia, threw the engagement ring in front of me. She said some things that really hurt me. Later, the police found my phone at the fire scene. I found that I had sent many threatening messages to Sophia. She was also called to the makeup room. All the evidence points to me. Liam delivered the final blow to me at the police station. Yes, I rushed into the sea of fire. Sophia is calling Emma. She has been talking all along, sister. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I was so angry that my eyes turned red. I shouted that I didn't start the fire. My mom and dad also said that I have been somewhat dissatisfied with Sophia since I was young. The mistake this time was because I was too jealous of her. I'm so excited. After completing the record, the police said to wait for Sophia in the hospital room to assess the situation, so I was locked up in the police station. When I was taken to the prison by the guard, just happened to brush past Liam. He said to me coldly, Emma, you better pray that Sophia is okay. I stay in a dark and damp house. I feel really down. Until the 10th day, Liam picked me up from the police station with a cold demeanor, take me to the ward to apologize to Sophia. Because of this fire, Sophia was not only hurt emotionally, 30% of the skin was burned. Emma, you should be grateful to Sophia. She doesn't want to make your parents sad. So I've decided not to sue you. Soon they arrived at the hospital ward. Sophia's arms and waist are bound with gauze, pale complexion, looks very pitiful. Liam pulled me to the bedside. I want to apologize to Sophia. I do not want to apologize. Emma, you are really stubborn. See this. My dad picked up a stool in the ward. Prepare to hit my knee. Liam watched coldly from the side. Finally, after injuring my leg, I knelt down in agony. My dad finally put down the chair. Said angrily, "For the past few years, I have provided you with food and drink. I didn't expect to raise someone like this. You dare to hurt others. Aren't you worried that it might hurt me and your mom in the future?" My eyes were bloodshot. Filled with hatred, he looked at the people in the ward. They were filled with anger and fear. Only there was no trust in me. Already considered me a criminal. I don't have it. My shout elicited a scream from Sophia on the hospital bed. Then she kept speaking softly. "Sister, I'm sorry, sister. I was wrong, sister." Everyone rushed to comfort her, care about her. Finally, she was taken to the intensive care unit by the doctor. I knelt on the cold floor. No one comes to pay attention to me. In the end, I crawled out of the hospital room, seeing my parents leaving coldly with Liam. My heart ached. Tears flowed down involuntarily at that moment. I met Dr. Johnson. He gently helped me up. He quietly asked me if I needed help. When he saw me in tears, feeling very sad, he was silent for a while, then took out the phone and dialed a number. "Hello, I am in Ward 402. There is a patient that needs treatment." He kept me company while he spoke. Later, when looking at the blood test report, he frowned slightly. Then they asked me if I could do a genetic test. I nodded silently. After that, he told me that I have a genetic disorder that will affect my memory. He happens to be studying this field. I am willing to help me apply for treatment funding. He also asked me if I would be willing to go to Chicago for treatment. "I have long been disappointed with this city," responded softly. Treatment lasted a full 5 years. I haven't contacted my family during this period. Of course, I didn't see anyone at home looking for me online or elsewhere. It feels as if I have never existed. I am about to lose my memory now. Dr. Johnson advised me not to go home and engage with them, because that would make me forget the past more quickly. However, I took out the notebook from my pocket. There was a whole page written about the divorce from Liam. You can feel how angry I was at that time in every word and line. Divorce from Liam. I really want to resolve this matter quickly. Dr. Johnson left. I took the divorce agreement to find Liam. The Liam group is large. Liam only has one son, died in a plane crash earlier. Later, Liam ended up adopting Liam. I walked slowly to the front desk and asked, "Where is Liam?" The receptionist sized me up from head to toe, then said contemptuously, "Sorry, ma'am, you can't meet General Liam without an appointment." Hearing the rejection, I am a little anxious, because I really want to end everything with Liam. I am his wife. The front desk finally lost patience. The tone became sharp. "You casually claim to be our General Liam's wife. A few days ago, someone still said that you were his girlfriend. Should I include you as well? Girls nowadays really have no boundaries. Everyone knows that Our Lady is a delicate person who needs protection. Stop thinking about it." Speaking of fragility, I thought of Sophia, so I asked a question. "Is your president's wife Sophia?" The receptionist glanced at me. "You clearly know that Mrs. Sophia is our president's wife. How dare you still pretend?" It's really frustrating. She finished speaking these words. Then I started chatting with the colleague next to me about other matters. I had already taken out the privilege card that Liam had given me earlier from my bag. Prepare to take the president's elevator. I don't believe I won't be able to find Liam. I saw myself take out that unique card. The front desk immediately fell silent. However, I no longer have time to take care of her. The elevator keeps going up, did not stop. In this way, I arrived at the top floor of the Liam group. The elevator doors opened. Liam sat in the glass office, focus on the documents in hand. The secretary at the door saw me come in, was momentarily taken aback. Then say, "This lady, you may have taken a wrong turn. This is the president's office." That's right. I came to see General Liam. I pushed away the secretary who was blocking my hand, walked directly into the office. "Liam, I want a divorce." The man is still looking at his documents, no response at all. I took the document from his hand, put the divorce agreement in front of him, emphasized once again, "Liam, I really want to divorce you." At this moment, he finally lifted his head. "Look at me seriously." Liam tugged at his tie somewhat impatiently. "Stand up slowly. Both hands are resting on the table. Look straight into my eyes." He asked, "Just get divorced like that, Emma? You think this is too easy in the past 5 years? You know how Sophia is doing? I feel anxious every time I see fire, afraid of the dark. Also afraid of harsh sounds. She could run into trouble with just a little carelessness. You want to divorce me, unless you can pay off Sophia's debt. I didn't expect Liam to be unwilling to divorce me for so long. It is because of Sophia. I suddenly felt a wave of despair in my heart. I stared at Liam in anger. I did not wrong her. Everyone has eyes. The truth of the matter is that she must face the consequences. The people around you. You don't even love your own husband. It's what you should endure. Liam finished speaking, grabbed the divorce agreement and tore it to shreds, thrown at the top of my head. The white fragments separate us, like an insurmountable chasm. I lowered my head and said, "What should I do? You are the one who is willing to divorce me. Very simple. Transplant your skin to Sophia. I also want you to experience the suffering she endures and the strange looks from others." I was taken aback by Liam's extreme ideas, took a few steps back. I never expected him to hate me so much because of Sophia. "Liam, did you really love me?" He was silent for a while, then he turned around. "Don't want to see me. So what if we loved? Emma, you have disappointed me too much. If it weren't for Sophia's accident, I might be deceived by you my entire life. I really dislike those ruthless people. My patience is not infinite. Think it over carefully. Otherwise, don't think about bringing up the divorce again." I exited Liam's office, feeling disturbed. Walked to the entrance of Liam Group. I saw that the people around me were all in a hurry, feeling extremely sad. At that moment, the phone suddenly rang. A strange number. I'm feeling a bit confused. Still answered the call. On the other end of the phone, Sophia's gentle voice came through. "Sister, do you know why brother Liam dislikes you so much? At first, his mother wanted to abandon him. In the end, he chose to let him lose his life in the rented room. I saved him." Sophia hung up the phone after speaking. I stared at the black screen of my phone. Some were stunned, remembering the burn mark on Liam's back, and his expression of patience mixed with sorrow. I shook my head. "Try to calm yourself down, even if he is very pitiful. But that wasn't me who did it. Why should I bear this responsibility?" I still underestimated Liam's protection of Sophia. These days, Dr. Johnson always leaves in a hurry, based on my understanding of him. He has always been steady, will not show it easily. I followed him to the hospital. He found that there was no one in his office. It used to be always packed. Reservations need to be made a week in advance. At that moment, I heard the nurses discussing in low voices. That must be the woman who seduced Dr. Johnson. Yes, the other party's husband and parents have arrived. The man also told Dr. Johnson to stay away from his wife. It is said that a report has been made to the higher authorities. It's really embarrassing. Dr. Johnson is so good to her. She actually repaid it like this. The nurse's words startled me like a thunderclap on a clear day. What tempts Dr. Johnson? What is reporting? I recalled what Liam said the last time we talked about divorce. His patience has its limits. Did he do something to Dr. Johnson? Liam Group has strong capabilities. Dr. Johnson is simply unbeatable. I did not disturb Dr. Johnson, quietly left the hospital. In this life, I have made too many wrong choices. I cannot make any mistakes this time. I took out my phone. I called Liam's number. A gentle female voice came from the other end of the phone. "Hello. Please give the phone to Liam." It stopped over there for a moment. Then a sweet voice was heard. "Brother Liam, come here. Your sister called you." There is some static in the microphone. A familiar male voice sounded in my ear. "Are you ready? I have made up my mind. I am willing to donate my skin to Sophia. But you should let Dr. Johnson go. One condition can only lead to one result. You want a divorce. Still want to save Dr. Johnson. I am very angry. I want to save Dr. Johnson." "Okay. The surgery is scheduled for the day after Sophia's coming-of-age ceremony. Remember to attend the banquet, even though you have done so many excessive things to her. Sophia still hopes you can attend her coming-of-age ceremony." After Liam hung up the phone, I listened to the busy tone on the other end of the phone. Tears flowed continuously. No one remembers. My birthday is the day after Sophia's, but I don't want to think about those things right now. In order not to affect Dr. Johnson, I am willing to give up everything on Sophia's birthday. I have lost 5 years of memory, back to the moment when I loved Liam the most. I skillfully took out my notebook from my pocket. Reviewing the content written before, you can forget many things, but we must not forget Dr. Johnson. That is for sure. Dr. Johnson is my great benefactor. After reading this passage, I saw the words written on the previous page again. "You must divorce Liam. The paper is about to tear." This is enough to explain how much I hated Liam at that time. However, I no longer remember the hatred I had for him. I just feel like something is stabbing my heart. It hurts so much that it makes me uncomfortable. I wiped the tears off my face. Shut the notebook. Do it as written above. Change into formal attire to attend Sophia's 20th birthday party. The banquet is arranged by Liam. Many upper-class individuals have arrived, but they are not very familiar with me. After all, who would remember the wife of the president of Liam Group, whom they only met once on the day of the wedding? Instead, Sophia was wearing a pure white wedding dress, walking out with Liam, received praise from everyone. Soon, Sophia noticed me in the corner. She quickly walked over, pulling Liam along. "Sister, you have arrived," I replied softly. Her eyes were fixed on Liam. I realized that my memory went back to the year I loved him the most. But Liam did not change. He noticed that I was staring at him. He first frowned. She then showed an expression of annoyance. "Emma, what are you trying to do again?" he said. I shook my head. The gaze is clear and innocent. I thought of the large letters written all over that notebook. I couldn't help but feel scared. I don't know what Liam did. I hate him so much. Liam looked at my expression, slightly stunned. It seems like something has come to mind. But she was soon interrupted by Sophia nearby. "Brother Liam, I want you to accompany me to cut the cake. I'm a bit scared of the candles above." This moment, Liam's gaze at me became very serious. I instinctively leaned back. I don't know why he is like this. It wasn't until he held Sophia's hand to cut the cake. I suddenly remembered when it was my birthday last time. He held my hand like that too. It's just that now it's Sophia. I feel a bit suppressed in my heart, even if I have seen the memories in the notebook. Remind yourself not to fall in love with Liam. Don't marry him either. But at this moment, I am back to the year when I loved him the most. Sophia pulled my parents onto the stage to speak. I saw the confident smile on her face. It feels like the same smile she had when she was self-harming back then. She wants to take my things again. I began to notice the strange occurrences at the banquet, noticed that a waiter seems a bit off. He circled around everyone. I want to take the red wine from his tray, until he walks up to Liam's side. Just quietly said a few words to him. Liam took the red wine to a room on the second floor of the villa. I take a deep breath. He raised his glass and followed. "I hope Mr. Liam can help me handle this matter as soon as possible." He heard me call his name. Liam was taken aback. He looked at Sophia on the stage, then speak slowly. "Don't worry, you just need to take care of your own matters. I will take care of the rest." Finished speaking, he downed the drink in his glass in one gulp. "Turn around and get ready to leave. I don't intend to stay alone with you in the room." However, he had just taken a few steps. He toppled over onto the sofa beside him. I instinctively supported him. Liam, what's wrong with you?" The man is lying in my arms, looking at me with hazy, drunken eyes. Then he stretched out his long hand and gently stroked my cheek. "Emma, it would have been better if you hadn't done those things back then." I know what he is talking about, but I haven't done it before. I won't do it now either. Liam's drinking capacity is actually quite impressive. Now the complexion is rosy, but the consciousness is somewhat hazy. It is clear that someone got him drunk. "Liam, you are a bit strange. I will go call someone." I just steadied him and was about to leave. As a result, he suddenly pulled me into his embrace. "Why do you have to leave me even in the dream? This is my dream. Emma, you can't escape." He pinned me down. I struggle with all my might. It's of no use either. Just as we were about to complete the final step, I grabbed the wine glass next to me. He tapped on his head. Liam's gaze finally became clear. He looked at the traces of tears on my face. The expression was somewhat bewildered. It's as if one cannot distinguish between reality and a dream. I thought he would let me go, but seeing the deep love in his eyes, I am also a bit confused. Liam whispered in my ear, "Emma, I love you." I stopped struggling. The consciousness is somewhat blurred. A scene flashed through my mind of him pushing me away before I was hit by the car. He said to me, "Emma, I love you." Then he pushed me away with force. As a result, I was hit by a car. Liam woke up for a moment. Then, it returned to that previous dazed state. The man's domineering aura immediately enveloped me. Last night's events left me feeling very confused. The next day, Sophia's scream woke me up. I groggily sat up from bed. My head feels a bit muddled. I feel a sense of emptiness inside. It seems to have forgotten many things. Liam has also woken up. He saw that I was dressed sloppily. It ignited instantly. "Emma, do you really not care about yourself? Even the younger sister's birthday party needs to invite men. I originally intended to let you and your lover go. Don't think about it now." Hearing Liam say that, I widened my eyes in astonishment. Liam, listen to me. What does this have to do with Dr. Johnson? Liam coldly pushed me away. Then, after getting dressed, he picked up Sophia, who had fainted at the door. Did you think about your relationship with Sophia while doing those things? Emma, whether it is you or Dr. Johnson, I won't let it go after speaking. Liam turned around and left. I put on my clothes, stumbling out of the room. When he got into the car, I quickly caught up not far away. Suddenly, there was a piercing screech of brakes. I couldn't control my body, just fell out. Lying on the road, I feel a bit confused. I vaguely saw Liam rushing towards me. I felt a bit self-deprecating. I was wondering how Liam could put aside Sophia to help me. A sharp pain struck. I suddenly fell into darkness. When I wake up again, found himself lying on a clean hospital bed. I have my parents by my side. There are two men I don't know. I took a glance at one of the people. I feel a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, there are some things I don't like about him. Another doctor in a white coat had a gentle smile. How do you feel? The doctor asked me with a smile. I blinked. Can't hold it in, just ask quietly. Doctor, do you have a girlfriend? As soon as these words were spoken, the entire ward fell silent all at once. My parents hurried over to my side. Emma, do you remember Mom and Dad? I was a bit confused when I heard this question. How could I forget them? I certainly remember. But who is he? I pointed at that unfamiliar man and asked. The man's originally happy smile immediately turned serious. He said indifferently, I am your husband. How is that possible? How could I like you? Seeing you just makes me feel disgusted. I instinctively spoke the words that were in my heart. The man's expression grew even darker. He took out a red notebook from his pocket, put it on my hospital bed. Take a look for yourself. What I saw when I opened it was a photo of me and that man. Our names are written below. Liam. I silently recited in my heart. I feel a bit of pain in my heart. I'm even more certain that I do not have a good impression of this man. All right, Emma has just escaped danger. Don't make her uneasy anymore. The doctor patiently advised, holding a notebook in hand. I instinctively reached out and snatched the notebook from his hand. Browsed through the content inside. Liam, right next to me, started to get nervous. He wanted to snatch away the notebook, but he was stopped by Dr. Johnson. I mentioned before that I would change it. Liam said angrily, she has the right to know her past memories. Let her finish watching before we talk. Dr. Johnson not only stopped Liam, they also kept my parents outside. So I began to slowly flip through the diary, from secret love to marriage, to the final despair. These are the feelings that my family and loved ones bring me. On the latest page, a warm man's handwriting appeared. I found evidence for her, cleared up the misunderstandings she had back then. This way, she won't have to silently cry while being sick anymore. Sophia has already been admitted to a mental hospital. She has paranoid delusions. Always say that it was you who harmed her. However, you are so kind. How could I possibly hurt her? Emma, wake up quickly. I am still waiting for you. Dr. Johnson, I don't know why. Clearly, I can't remember those things, but when I saw these words, tears flowed down without stopping. I looked at Dr. Johnson and asked softly, does Dr. Johnson's words still count? Take me away. Is it possible? Dr. Johnson nodded. My parents and Liam have been begging me not to leave. I hope I can forgive them, but I no longer remember what they did wrong. I just feel a constant pain in my heart. Dr. Johnson took me on a trip. Help me fill the void of those sad memories. Let my empty heart become fulfilled.